Anya here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. So today we are making these beautiful cards here. I made one and I couldn't stop making them. I love them. I decided to do them in 3 colors, and today we are going to make it in Daffodil Delight. So this is what I've done. Obviously it's the painted petals, which is the main stamp set. Then I've also used some punches, and in the background, I don't know whether you can see it, I think maybe it's the clearest on the Perfect Plum one. Can you see that there is actually something in the background here? Well, I've stamped my new stamp, and that is the dictionary stamp. And what I did, I chose a colour that was lighter than the main colour. So for example, for Pacific Point, I chose Soft Sky in the background. I stamped it off and then I stamped it on there, and that gives you that sort of faded look. For Perfect Plum, I chose Wisteria Wonder in the background, and for Rose Red, I used Blushing Bride. So these might be lighter colours than the bright ones that I'm using on the top, but that's the effect I wanted. I wanted something in the background, but not overpowering. So yes, before we go on, I also did the envelopes. There we go. And I did the back of them as well. So let me put those out of the way, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do today. So we have a Daffodil Delight card. We have our white for our mats and our inside. And then I'm using, for my background, for my dictionary stamp, I'm using the So Saffron. Okay, and for the greenery we're using Wild Wasabi. So first of all, we're going to start with putting this to the side, because I know myself it'll end up in the ink pad. So we have our inside to do and our envelope. Now, did I not get one ready? I thought I did. Nope, none to be seen. So let me just get another one out. So I do the inside and the envelope, I stamp those together, then we stamp the front. So let's get our Wild Wasabi out. And this is the inside. So I like a little flower coming from the top there. And then I'd like a little flower, oh no, not a little flower, all the flowers coming from the bottom there. That can go to the side because we'll need that in a moment. And then we have our Daffodil Delight, and we're going to stamp the flowers. Now, it's always a good idea when you've been stamping other colours and you clean your stamp and you then go on to a light colour, just to make sure it's clean, because sometimes when you go from a darker colour to a lighter one, some might remain behind, so it's not such a nice color. And then of course in the you know, a yellow color will obviously show up. So yes, I didn't stamp these in the correct way, but that's okay, because I just wanted the flower to come out of there. Right, so that's the inside done. Now let's go on to the envelope, and we are going to put the greenery just there, so that it comes up from the side there, and we are having greenery here in the middle of the back. And here we are, we've got Daffodil Delight flowers to go over there, and in here. There we go. So that's our envelope done. That can go to the side. Now we are going to have a look at the background. Like I said, I'm using a lighter colour. So we have Daffodil Delight. We ink up the big stamps by taking the ink pad to the stamp. And what I'm going to do, and I find this is the easiest way of doing it, first we're going to stamp off, and this now gives you the exact space of where your stamp is going to, or the shape of the stamp anyway. So you put that on there, and then we line up the edges and we put it down. So I was looking underneath onto my stamp and lining it up with the edges of the paper, and there we go, we've got a nicely printed background. Very faint, but that's what I wanted. Okay, so next thing we need to do is, did you see I had a bit of paper in the middle of my card? So that's a strip 4 1/4 by 1 inch, and we are going to need it for positioning our greenery and our flowers. So we're going to put one flower down like this. Okay, I'm just going to clean it off because there was a lot of ink on my acrylic block. And then when we put our strip down like that, we then are going to position the second greenery just so that it is covered by the strip. So if you put the strip back, see, you can't see where it starts or where it ends. So that's what the effect that I wanted. Okay, and then we go back to our flowers, and obviously this one is upside down, so we need to turn our flowers, and we line up the bud, and then we line up. The minute you've got the bud, the rest will fall into place, so to speak. And we have here same thing, buds, and then all the rest will kind of fall into place. There we go. So that's that done. Then we are going to see, now this is nicely positioned, that's fine, so that can go out of the way. I have a scrap piece of paper here. On that I'm going to stamp with my brighter colour, so the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to stamp the thank you. And I'm going to use my oval punch, the 2 by 1 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to punch it out with the wording a little bit more to the, or all the way to the left. So I've got some space there. And I take my oval and I just go like this into the ink pad. So it gives it a hint of colour, but not sort of that flicking with, you know, the daubing that we do. Let me just put the ink pads well out of the way. Then I have here, because when I started getting ready for this card, I started punching as well, so I stopped myself in time. I've got some scraps here, so I've got another little flower that I can punch out for you. So this is the 4-leaved flower from the Itty Bitty Accents punch, and then we have here punch pack, and we have here the petite petals. So I need 2 petite petals and 3 of the accents, and then let's put that there. And then I have this one here, and I'm just going to round them a bit, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a 3D effect. So you push down and then you circle it, and that's enough just to give it that little bit of lift. This makes the bottom of the flower here a little bit flatter, so it's easier to adhere to the card. So push down and a little circle, push down and a little circle, and the same thing here, push down and a little circle. Okay, right, so I think we are ready to assemble. Let's get all our bits into the picture. Let's get the glue into the picture. Yes, this is the full one, I can feel it. Okay, so we have the inside of the card, and we're going to put that one first. So this is the full one, but it's not coming out, it seems. Oh yes, it is now. Okay, so I like the bigger one at the bottom and the smaller one at the top. So there we go, that's that one. Then we are going to put this one on. And all we need is a thin line of glue. Can you see that? And that's sort of all you need to put it on. Then I have here the strip of paper. Oh. And that will be just as wide as the card, so that's okay. So make sure you line it up on the edges like that. Then dimensionals. Going to put one on this side and one on this side. And I'm just going to not put it, well, I'm going to try and put sort of almost the wording in the middle, not quite, but just so that, yeah. And then we are going to put the flowers. Just a little dollop there, one flower there, one little one here, another one here. Oh, why is that? This not that. That one there, one below here. You might think there's a lot of flowers, but I'm liking this. I love this card. I really like it. And all we need to do now is do the pearls. So we have I've got some big pearls left on this sheet, so I thought I would use them up by putting those on the bigger flowers, because they would be a little bit overpowering on the small flowers. There we go. And then on this sheet I've got smaller ones, so we'll use those. I'm just using I don't know what this is actually, a little piercing tool to pick these up with. And there we go. And there you have it. I've got my painted petal dictionary card in various colours. And we've got an envelope somewhere that we made just now. And I hope you like my cards. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day. Bye.